Hello everyone, hope you're all fine. I'm Prashant and today I'll talk about the dummy API. So a dummy API is an API that provides mocked data for developers to use while developing and testing their applications. This API simulates the behavior of a real API and return predefined responses. This is particularly useful during the early ages of development when the real API might not be available. So here are the guidelines on how to use dummy API. First one is we have to choose the dummy API provider. So there are some popular uh, dummy API providers which include JSON, placeholder, Mocky, requests, etc. Then we'll explore the API documentation. We will visit the chosen providers documentation to understand the available endpoint, request method, be it the get, post, put, delete, and the structure of the responses. Then we will make API request. Yeah, like you can see here, use tools like Postman or CURL to make requests to a dummy API. Then we'll integrate it. You can see here, I have here integrated. Integrate with any application. So if you are using JavaScript, you can use the Fetch API or a Axios to make HTTP requests. So here are these examples. You can see here this example. Then we test our application. We use the mock data written by dummy API to test various features of an application, which will ensure application handles the API responses correctly or not. Then we'll switch to the real API. So yes, once the real API is available, you can replace the dummy API endpoint with the real ones, and we will make sure that to test this thoroughly to handle any difference between the dummy and the real API. So here I have to take a component. So I have here taken the data component, and this I have to copy somewhere from the like here. Yes, I've searched this dummy API. Then I'm visiting this first page, and I'm copying this one. I have copied this one, and this should be replaced by whatever from here. So I have here used this post, and I have copied this one. So you can see here I have copied, and then this I already mentioned. This I taken in the component, and here I have taken the const x, and here I have used four column, you can say. So I here you can see here, yes, sorry, user ID, title, and body. So that's why I've taken this user ID, title, and body, and here I have taken the head, and then I have rendered it with the data. I have rendered this component data. So I already rendered. So I'm just showing you. Yes. So as you can see, it is perfectly rendered. You can see that the title SUNT or something like that. It is perfectly copied here. So not copied, you can say that directly successfully fetched here. So yes, using this dummy API, can significantly accelerate development and testing by providing predictable and controllable responses. This will allow developers to focus on building and refining their application's functionality before integrating with a live API. Like we often make weather app using in the React, so which we will make in the future. But that's how we use the dummy API. So thank you so much for your time and consideration. Hope you have a great day. Bye.